What's up YouTube? In this video I'll be showing you how to make Mario Kart Toad. It's actually going to be Toad the Toadstool in her go-kart. So what you're going to need is we're going to use all wool, so we're going to need some black wool. We're going to need some we'll go with light gray wool. I'm going to go with some white wool, some dark blue wool, some light blue wool, and we're going to go with some yellow wool, and finish them off with some red wool. Okay, so once you guys figure out where you're going to build it, I'll be building mine right over here. You're going to kick off your little go-kart with a row of 4 black wool on the floor like that. Okay, so we're going to start with the left side here. So from the furthest left block, you're going to go up 1 and over 1. And then from there, you're going to go up by 7. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then you're going to make this. So just going to take those 3 blocks like that. Actually, I went up 1 too many, so you can just go ahead and destroy that last block there. So you should have 3 there. But okay, so you're going to have something like that. You guys can kind of figure that out, right? Okay, so from here we're just going to make, let's see, we're going to make this. So just put a block there. It should line up with the outside ones there. Alright, you're going to go ahead and do a upright diagonal from this block right here. So from that block right there, you guys can figure that one out. Alright, from there you're going to go up 1 and over 1. Like that. And then we're just going to go right back up to here and place a block right there. Okay, so then we're going to do a middle diagonal like that. And you're just going to go over by 1 to make that. So these should both line up. You're going to go ahead and do a upright diagonal there. And then do another diagonal in between these here like that. So you guys are going to have some sort of awkward shape like that. Okay, so from here we're just going to go ahead and do blocks like this. So there's 1, 2, and 3 to make that. Alright, do a upright diagonal from there. And from there you're going to go upright diagonal and go over by 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. You guys should have something like that. Alright, so then you're going to go ahead and take this row here. You take the last block and just go like this. You're just going to add a block on the end and go up to connect it. So like that. And then you're just going to go ahead and bring this down like this. And then you're going to go up from the first block we placed down here, so the farthest right, and then go up and over 1 like this. And just go ahead and finish connecting that. And then you're just going to put a row of 5 starting from this block here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You guys can kind of see that, right? Alright, so we're going to go ahead and connect this is a wheel, by the way, if you haven't figured that out. Actually, let's fill this in while we're right here. So I use light gray wool. I mean, you can You know what? I'm going to go with dark gray. Just because I like dark gray wool. So with any gray you choose, you can do either light or dark, doesn't matter. Just go ahead and fill this in. So like so. And should have that. Okay, so alright, we're going to go ahead and connect this to the other wheel. So what you're going to do is you're just going to place a bottom right diagonal from here. So you're just going to go ahead and do that. Okay, so let me check my plans here, because this is a lot. So there's 1, 2, 3. Okay, you're going to go over from this block here, you're going to go right by 11. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So you should have a row of 12 total, including the bottom right diagonal you did before. Okay. And let's see, what we'll do next is we're going to make the other wheel. So you're just going to go ahead and do this. So you're just going to go ahead and place that little like floating block there. You're going to go ahead and place a right, and then you're going to connect to the ground. Then you're going to go over by 3 and go up and right like that. So you should have like 2 symmetrical sides there. And from there you're going to go up by 4. 4? Yep, 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you should have 5 there total. And go ahead and place 3 blocks in this position like this. You guys can see that, right? Okay, so from the top block here, you're going to go ahead and just place a left there. And there, we're going to do, let's see, I'm going to go up by 2. Yep, we're going to go up by 2 like that. And then we're going to, from there, go over by, we're going to go over by 5. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, whoops, 4, and 5. Okay. So we're just going to leave it there now. So this block here, you can just go ahead and connect right up to that. And then you're just going to place one in there like that. And we're just going to place a block here. So it kind of like fills in that little gap. And you're just going to go ahead and connect that right up to fill that in. Okay. So let's see what we'll do next. Oh, whoops, I'm sorry, I kind of screwed up here. So let's see what I did. Oh, okay, I know what I did. So you can go ahead and just fill this line in like this, and then place your block. So you should have that shape there. You guys can see that? Alright, so you're going to place a bottom right diagonal there. Go over by 1, and then do this. Like so. You know, while I think of it, this block is actually going to be, yeah, it's actually going to be white. So, I'm actually, just while I was thinking of that, so, let's go ahead and fill these wheels in. So, 2 on the bottom, go up the side, 2 on top, and then go down. And the rest of it can be white. Like so. Alright, so we got another little connection to do here to the other wheel. So you're going to place a block here. It's actually 2. You're going to leave a space of 2 in between the bottom one we did. And place a block there. So from there you're going to go over by 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So you should have a total of 7. You can do a upper right diagonal. Go over by 3. And then just do a upright diagonal. Alright, so from here you're just going to do a up left diagonal from that block there. Can you guys see what that is? Okay, so you're going to do the up left diagonal and then just go up by 1. And then do another up left diagonal and go over by 2. And you should connect, if you did everything right, to that first little line of black we did. You should connect there. Alright, let's start filling just a little some of this in, just so we don't get lost. So down here you're just going to do this. So you're just going to place 3 red there. You're going to make like an upside or sideways L on the corner. And then with your gray, you're going to just kind of line the top of this like so. You guys kind of see that, right? And then just go ahead and place one there. And then fill the rest of that in with white. Okay. Alright, let's go with this one here. It's just a little area right here. You guys can see that. Alright, you're going to start on the bottom right corner, you're going to start with a row of 3. And then place 2 on top like that. Above that is going to be 3 white. Whoops, 3 white. And then the very rest of that is going to be red. So you should have that. Alright, so now we're going to actually start building Toad here. So let's start on the left side of her. So she actually starts right in this block here. You're going to actually take out your black, by the way. I'm going to make the outline of her. So it starts right there. It actually lines up with the second from the left red. Like the 2 red here, it just goes up and you're just going to place a block there. Place another one on top. And then you're going to do a upright diagonal and go right by 1 and then go up by 1. Place a up left diagonal from that. Oops, up left. Go up by 1 and go over by 2. So you should have had the 2 there, the little mini L there, and then the sideways L. Alright, so from here you're just going to do a up left diagonal. Go up by 3, 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to go over by 1. Go up by 1. Do a up left diagonal. Go up by 2. Do an upright diagonal. Go up by 1. Upright diagonal. And do an upright diagonal again. And go over by 1. Do an upright diagonal. And go over by 2. And go ahead and do another upright diagonal. Just go over by 1 this time. And you should have something that should look like that. That's actually the top of her head, where like the mushroom part is. That's kind of like the beginning of the outline. And let's start the other side here. So what should we do? No, let's just go down. So from here, just going to do a bottom right diagonal and just go left by 1. Do another bottom right diagonal and go left by 1. Do a bottom right diagonal. Another bottom right diagonal. Go down by 1. Do another bottom right diagonal. Go down by 1. Do another bottom right diagonal. Go down by 1. So you should have 3 of those, like little up lines that we just did. Alright, we're just going to go bottom left diagonal. Go down by 1. And do another bottom right diagonal. Bottom left. Alright, so I should have something like that. Do another bottom left diagonal. And then from here, you're going to go over by 1, 2, 3, and 4. You're going to go over by 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you should have a 5 there. And then from on 3 blocks in from that, should be like the center block in that 5. Just place a block. Then do a up left diagonal. Do another up left diagonal. Do another up left diagonal, and then go over by 1. Do another up left diagonal. And go over by 1. Should have that. Then from there, you can go ahead and go down by 2 on that little block there. And then just do another up left diagonal and add another one there. So you should connect back. So you can kind of see that's her eye, that little line right here. That's kind of like her eye. Alright, so from this block here, this little L, you're just going to do an upright diagonal. And then go over by 2 and connect it to that area there. You guys can kind of see that, right? Alright, so going back to this line here, just underneath, from 1 in on each side, just place block. So like that. Okay, so place a bottom right diagonal, so it kind of like goes in between them, then go down by 1. And then do another bottom left diagonal. And then do another bottom left diagonal. And then go over by 1. And you should give something like that. Alright, so let's go over back to this like tire here. This like little, whatever you want to call it, wheel. And you're going to place a block 1 in from the right. And then do a up left diagonal, go up by 1. Do another up left diagonal, go over by 1. Place a bottom left diagonal, and just connect that right back down to the bottom. Alright, so come up to this block right here. So it should be like the first one on top here. Just go over by 1. Oops. Over by 1, and then go up by 1. And then place a bottom, or up left diagonal to finish that off there. So that's kind of like your outline of her. We'll just go ahead and fill the rest of this in here. So we'll start with this area here. So just place 2 gray wool there, and then just fill the rest in with red. Like that. And then we'll go back to this area here, this kind of bigger area here. Take out your light blue wool and place them where I place them. So it's hard to explain, but I'll just place them and then you can just follow. So place one there, place another one there, and place 2 there. And then you're going to fill in the rest of this with dark blue. Like so. Shouldn't take you too long. Like that. Alright, so if we want to use yellow or orange, it doesn't really matter. She's kind of like a tan color. You can actually even use wood if you want. There's really no tan wool other than the orange, but I'm actually gonna go ahead and use or I don't know. What do I want to use, guys? You know what? Let's do the yellow stained clay, because that might be the closest we can get. Let's go ahead and place it. Yeah, that's probably the closest we're gonna get. So take out your yellow stained clay. Don't worry about the yellow wool, and just place 2 there. You're gonna actually fill this whole thing in with the yellow, so go ahead and do that. That's probably the closest you're gonna get to the color of her. him. I don't know. Is Toad a guy or a girl? I don't know. Yeah, comment if it's a guy. I don't know. I don't really know, but you're gonna go ahead and fill this little area in with the orange or the yellow stained clay. So it's actually this area right about here. This is actually her face that we're working on right now. Like that. So that's kind of like the face. And that up there is the mushroom part. So we're going to go ahead and start with the red. The red actually wants to start right here. Just place 2 red blocks to connect those. And then we're going to go ahead and do this. So again, this is like something I really can't explain, but I'm just going to show you and you can just follow along. So place 3 red there. Place 1 there, and then place 1 there, and then do the same here, and then place 1 there. So you should have 3 and then 5. Place 1 there, place 1 there, and then do this again. It should hit this, by the way. That's a row of 7. You can go ahead and do 2 more of those. And then you're just going to go ahead and do the row of 5, and then the row of 3. So it's like kind of that design on the mushroom, if you want to call it that, for lack of a better term. But let's go ahead and do the rest of the red here. So it's going to start right about here, and then do one here, do one here. So you guys can see what that is, right? It's on the first row of 2 going up here, and then the 1, and then the 2 going to the right. And then you're going to do this. So you're going to make like an upside down W, if you want to call it that. And then place 1 on the corner of that. And you're going to actually fill in the rest of it with white. But after this, you're actually done with Toad. I'm going to try and do the rest of the Mario characters and their carts. I just have to work on the plans. But hopefully those will be upcoming soon. But if you guys want to see more pixel art or anything of that nature, you can go ahead and give this video a like and subscribe. I can use them. I'm a new YouTuber here, so I'd always appreciate the feedback. What I do wrong, and if you want to leave a comment or a like, anything helps. But that's actually Toad there. That's her and her cart. Him, her, I don't know. But yeah, not too hard of a build. Again, it doesn't really take up too much room. I like my Google Chrome emblem over there. But yeah, if you guys want to leave a comment or a like and subscribe, anything helps. Comment some ideas on some future videos. So.